Since the 2021 coup in Myanmar, about 14,000 soldiers and police officers have abandoned their positions, according to pro-democracy groups. And more than 4,000 among them are defectors from the country's military. In neighboring Thailand, we follow their little-known activities. Some images have been blurred to protect people's identities.
This online show is being recorded in a secret studio in a Thai border town. The host and guests all have two things in common. They were soldiers, and they fled from the Myanmar military. Nearly every week, defectors from different service backgrounds appear on the program to expose the military situation and its injustices. Now Nyo is the host and one of the leaders of the People's Goal, an organization by and for defectors. Through its social media platforms, the group is reaching out to soldiers in Myanmar.
We're especially trying to deliver messages to young soldiers because they're isolated from the outside and don't know much about anything other than their own duties. As a former soldier, I have to inform them of what's wrong with the military, why pro-democracy camps are fighting against it, what the military wants to keep secret, and what the young soldiers should do.
Now Nyo spent 2 decades in the military, rising to the rank of major. But when the military brutally cracked down on civilian demonstrations, he became disillusioned and fled to Thailand.
Until the coup, Myanmar was supposed to have walked the path of democracy and prosperity. But when I saw the military point their weapons at citizens and harm them, I realized it was for profit and power.
Now Nyo's group is based in Mae Sot on the border with Myanmar. It runs a safe house out of a converted former restaurant, which is located on the city's outskirts. It's become a haven for the many defectors who have crossed the border and are hiding in town. This new arrival claims he's a victim of the conscription system that came into effect in Myanmar last year.
When I was working in a rural area, I was with 3 colleagues in the middle of the night when all of a sudden several strangers approached saying, "You have to come with us." We were conscripted. I spent about 6 months in training until I ran away.
Many soldiers arrive from the jungles with nothing but their clothes. We provide them with daily necessities. We also explain to them the rules and conditions of living in this city as exiles. It is necessary to provide as much support as possible so that they can start over as civilians.
Most defectors enter Thailand illegally, so both their residency and financial status are precarious. The organization supports them with rations, living expenses, and language courses. It also offers vocational programs for repairing bicycles, motorcycles, and air conditioners, so they can become financially independent. Zozo, not his real name, fled to Thailand about a year ago. He had been engaged in landmine operations on the front line. But 5 years ago, he pulled out when he saw the commander of his unit illegally ordering the killing of citizens.
The commander ordered fellow soldiers to force 5 people, including pregnant women, to dig their own graves and then execute them. A pregnant woman pleaded for her life because she had a baby. I knew I couldn't live under a military like this. Even someone like me can judge between good and evil.
The people's goal is now sharing intel obtained from within the military with pro-democracy organizations. One of the ways it accesses information is through so-called watermelons. These military moles wear green on the outside, but inside they're scarlet, the symbol of the pro-democracy camp. Through its supporter network in Myanmar, the group is secretly distributing this leaflet, urging soldiers to waste no time in deserting. The group's support base has been steadily growing. 37-year-old Tet Pai often appears on the talk show. After a 14-year-long stint in the army, he switched sides, joining his former foe, a pro-democracy armed group. But a bullet to the throat left him with serious injuries. This has not stopped him from keeping up the good fight. His weapon now is his art. He donates proceeds from the sales of his work to groups supporting pro-democracy forces.
There are many people younger than me joining the pro-democracy forces and fighting difficult battles. It's not enough to flee the military. We must start doing whatever we can to help them.
Resistance in the form of defections. It's a strategy to quell Myanmar's military government.
The role played by defectors like us is important in order to take down the military and achieve the goals of the pro-democracy camp without bloodshedding. There are many risks and challenges, but we hope to overcome them through sheer will.
The activities of People's Goals are funded by citizens of Myanmar who support the pro-democracy forces, as well as by overseas groups. Their work is emboldening more people who once fought on the side of the military to rethink their role and make a conscious choice.